Hey guys, welcome back to GTA Speedy. Today we'll talk about GTA 6 looking like Cyberpunk 2077. Here's why, let's head into it. Number 3, the Cyberpunk 2077 feature they'll definitely implement. Rockstar Games teased more about the upcoming Caio Pierco heist DLC of Grand Theft Auto Online during Thursday night's 2020 Game Awards. On December 15th, the all-new area will kick off and let players sneak onto the island of a drug kingpin to rob him blind. This announcement was taken by fans of GTA 5 to be an indication that a Vice City-themed GTA 6 could be announced soon, seeing as the long-awaited title was reported to be in early development. A day after the long-awaited launch of CD Projekt's Red Cyberpunk 2077, the GTA Online teaser game, which seemed like a clear attempt to keep GTA 5 gamers interested in Los Santos and out of Night City, but Rockstar could learn something from the launch of Cyberpunk 2077 to offer players a more unique experience with the possible single and multiplayer modes of GTA 6. Depending on the perks they choose to spend their experience points on, Cyberpunk 2077 can be played in vastly different ways to players. Gamers can choose to play as sneaky hackers who, when they least expect it, sabotage their enemies and assassinate them head-on, or choose a running and gunning mercenary that takes every fight head-on. The third protagonist of GTA had slightly different abilities that made them stand out. But despite the status bonuses of the game, GTA Online's combat is almost identical across the board, adopting a unique perk system that allows players to unlock game-changing skills such as the Cold Blood perk that gives players after killing an enemy a number of momentary status bonuses. To truly distinguish each playthrough through its own, GTA 6 could encourage players to specialize in a certain type of playstyle and let them mix and match these distinct skills. Rockstar could start with something as basic as archetype bonuses for weapons, which will allow gamers to choose their favorite type of weapon for each archetype and enhance their damage, reload time, and recoil. But having players work towards highly specialized capabilities, this could be taken even further. For instance, there might be a demolitionist skill tree that generally boosts your damage with explosive first, but eventually allows you to mod or craft specialized grenades and bombs that can only be made with that ability by characters. Rockstar could also create a skill tree that improves damage with bats and knives for more melee-focused characters, but also allows the characters to pull off acrobatics to close the gap between their opponents. A change like this would require some major changes to the current stats system of GTA 5. But seeing as GTA 5 and GTA Online are coming to consoles for the next generation, it would seem that Rockstar will take its sweet time with its next open world adventure. There is plenty of time to update the current GTA character system into something more customizable, such as the perk system of 2077. Number 2, the lesson they'll learn from Cyberpunk 2077. For Cyberpunk, expectations were sky high, possibly to its detriment. Some of it can be attributed to advertising, some of which can be attributed to excited supporters just getting their hopes too far high for what the game could be. The game is notoriously buggy, despite hitting the mark in some places, especially on console versions that seem unable to deliver the graphical quality that PC players can enjoy. So what does this mean for GTA's next installment? There is more than one thing Rockstar can take away from the launch of Cyberpunk, but there is one that stands out. And Cyberpunk 2077 was teased all the way back for the first time. In 2012, Cyberpunk 2077 was teased all the way back for a first time. The game is finally here 8 years later, but despite the slogan coming when it's ready, many argue it wasn't. This is why I think Rockstar is keeping quiet on even announcing GTA 6, to avoid a GTA 4 situation again. One fan looked forward to the next GTA said, if they don't say anything, nothing is promised, so if the game was meant to come out next year but it wasn't a good state, they could just delay it by a year and no one's the wiser. They'll learn from the bad parts Cyberpunk 2077 had. That could also mean that they'll learn from the good parts as well, though. And especially since the map got very positive reviews, they might use it as inspiration. Number 1, GTA 6 on old console gens. It's also of note that old-gen consoles are suffering the most with Cyberpunk's performance issues. GTA 5 was released on the first previous-gen console, Xbox 360 and PS3, before coming to the next-gen PS4 and Xbox One consoles. However, with GTA 6 still not even announced, it's possible that Rockstar will forego a PS4 and Xbox One release, and just put their next GTA on current-gen consoles, and only, potentially, avoiding the embarrassing performance plaguing Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk should have never come to old-gen. I know the possible sales yada yada, but what did they expect? Another fan wrote on GTA 6 subreddit. Reddit user PrimG84 via GameRant said that the release of Cyberpunk 2077 is why developers should not reveal a game 8 years before its release, and rather keep working in silence until they're ready to announce. At the game of writing, absolutely nothing official has been confirmed about the next GTA game. For all we know, it doesn't exist at all. Presumably, Rockstar have been working on a new entry in the series for some time, but all we have to go on are currently rumors and fan theories. Players recently highlighted this hint in the latest GTA Online expansion trailer as a sign of GTA 6. But, at least on new consoles and the PC, Cyberpunk looked very decent, so Rockstar could use these versions as inspiration for GTA 6. What do you think about GTA 6? Do you think it will look like Cyberpunk 2077? Let us know in the comment section down below. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.